Little Gary, Little Gary was a good dude who went to Catholic school and was about his business. Nobody really knew how much money he was actually holding, but he was a young millionaire still the same. Now Frey was a big boss, the type of boss that helped negotiate a truce in one of the bloodiest wars that hit DC and regarded as a good man by a lot of people still to this day. Now, what if I told you that there was a mastermind behind the events that led to these men's death? Who would be the first person you think of? Nope, not him. It really hurt me when they killed Stan. Nobody knew who to shoot. We ain't even have a plan. He sold me my first gun. He held my first son. If I was with him shooting it out, bitch, we the one. I shed tears for my niggas who ain't here. They tattooed and spit that real shit to remember him. Bitch, I'm that dude. Catch a op and spit on his baby daughter. I'm that rule. Right at 3 o'clock as soon as he get out of school. You killed my dude. I don't give a fuck about you. I hope somebody killed you in case I never found. See, this the type of stuff you can't make up right here, man. You know, this what all the movies and all the Wire and stuff like that, this what all that is made out of. This where it come from, this type of stuff right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I got a theory, and I shared it with a few people to see what they see. Now, I'm about to share it with y'all and see if you can see the same thing I do. And it's crazy. So roll with me, man. Now, check it out. On or about the month of October 1991, the exact date being unknown to the grand jury within the District of Columbia, Michael Anthony Jackson informed Wayne Anthony Perry and Albert G. Martinez that Garrett Terrell was planning to rob Martinez's drug organization of an expected 100 kilograms of cocaine shipment along with cash used as the down payment for the cocaine. Now that's up for debate.
What up, though? We back. And why would Gary do that? We got a debate on our hands, you feel me? Why would Gary set him up for the 100 keys and for the buy money? You know what I'm saying? The down payment money or whatever. From what folks tell me, from what I understand, he was already rich. He already had bread, he had his own lane, he was doing his own thing. He had no reason to be jealous of Poe. You feel me? Somebody even went so far as to tell me as long as Poe wasn't messing with Caprice, everything was straight. You know what I'm saying? So they like, I don't even understand the theory that he was gonna do this and that and the other. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to have been talking to somebody here and there and everywhere, and something happened. They said that they don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? I did this here. From what I understand, his brother was murdered at the chapter 3. And that was for threatening Rayful by a dude named Lil Nut in June of '88. Now follow me. That move was said to cause one of the bloodiest wars in DC history between Rayful crew and the Trinidad mob. You feel me? And I ain't heard nothing but bad things about the Trinidad mob. I heard them boys was crazy. They duct tape your heads together, a couple people's heads together at once and shoot them. I just heard some crazy things about the Trinidad dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really wasn't nothing to play with like that. You feel me? And I'm gonna get into that down the line, because I got some information on them too, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that started that war, you feel me? And the word was Brandon had got some consignment from Rayful through Nut and wasn't paying up, you know what I'm saying? Didn't pay up, wasn't gonna pay up or something. And he wound up threatening Rayful at the chapter 3, and Nut wound up plugging him. You feel me? Now, it was said after that nobody could make no money for a month or so in the streets because there was so many bodies being dropped because of this war, until Rayful wound up calling Frey trying to squash the beef, and they negotiated a truce. Now, it was said that in this truce, they meted somewhere, they meted. It was said that while negotiating this truce, they met at a small school near Howard University or whatnot. Mob stuff, you know what I'm saying? They was into that mob thing. They probably had cigars and umbrellas and was talking with their hands in front of their mouth and everything. I'm just playing, but yeah. Now during the meeting, Rayford was supposed to give Lil Gary 10, 20 keys and like $150,000 cash over his brother's death in order to squash this beef and get business back to rolling things how they used to be and whatnot. You know, and that's what people were saying put him in position to be a millionaire. They like he had his own lane. You know what I'm saying? He hustled uptown too. And I believe somewhere around the Holbrook area or something like that. But they was like he had plugs uptown too because he went to school with a lot of people that was uptown and this and that and the other. You feel me? So he had his own lane and he was doing his own thing. Why would he need to do that to Paul? You know what I'm saying? Another thing. Who played Gary? You know what I'm saying? Like in the grand scheme of things, everybody got played in this situation right here. You know what I'm saying? It's a mastermind behind all of this. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had a strategy. You know what I'm talking about? And hey, I don't know, it's up to you to see what you see. You feel me? But it wasn't Poe. Like I told y'all before, the mastermind in this wasn't Poe. You know what I'm saying? He was a part of the strings. He was on the strings. It was a puppet master. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's crazy. You know, let's talk about Wayne for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Wayne for a hot minute. You feel me? Wayne Perry had a decent upbringing from what I understand. His father worked for the government. His brother became an attorney. And his mother worked for a cleaning service growing up. You know what I'm saying? He had a pretty decent life. He chose the streets. You know what I'm saying? And dig this here, man, while I'm on that. He chose the streets. And what I say next, he chose the streets. So in the end, he got exactly what he asked for right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lesson for you young boys out here watching this or whatnot. It ain't a knock on me. It is what it is. When you choose the streets, you get exactly what they got to offer you. It might not always be the money, the women, the drugs, and a good time. Sometimes it's a pine box. Sometimes it's a jail cell. Sometimes it's a wheelchair. There's a lot that come with that. You feel me? So when you choose to jump in them, and you shouldn't, because there's too many other avenues to get bread. You know what I'm saying out here? They're having to do that. You feel me? The game dead anyway. The government has taken and controlled all the illegal drugs are becoming legal, slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? They took heroin and made it oxycodone or something. You know what I'm saying? Made it synthetic. They took the weed and made it legal and everything else. They talking about making ecstasy legal as something for people with PTSD. They want to get them ecstasy, but they got to test it a little bit more. So it ain't gonna be in a minute. There ain't gonna be no illegal drugs to sell. If you're gonna want to sell some drugs, you're gonna have to hit a pharmacy for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, not to rant on that, but you feel me? When you jump into them streets, you get exactly what they have to offer you. Who knows what they got to offer you? You know what I'm saying? They offer Rayford millions. They said he was making $70 million a month or something like that at a time, man. But look what they offered him now. You feel me? If you can feel me, you can feel me. If not, then hey, you ain't been through nothing, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But dig this here, man. Who played Wayne? Like I say, man, he had a decent upbringing, man. His dad had a government job. His brother was an attorney. His brother became an attorney. His mother worked for a nice cleaning service or whatnot. They wasn't hurting. He chose the streets. So in choosing the streets and getting tangled in these situations we talking about, man, who played him? Did he play himself? It wasn't Poe. For sure, like I said, it was, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna see, man. Holla at me in the next episode, my dog. You know what I'm talking about? I'm coming right back with it, man. Part 2. You already know what it is, man. Ozone O, Up for Debate TV. And you already know who it is, homeboy. When you see what you see.